Okay. Ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Mark.
So here we are at Point Reyes National Seashore on the Abbott's Lagoon Trail. And this is our first plant of the day. This is Lupinus arboreus in the Fabaceae, the bean family, the Leguminusae. And this is the second lupin that we've learned. The common name is the coast lupin. No, the yellow bush lupin. That's what it is. And this looks very similar to the first lupin that we've learned, Lupinus albifrons. This one grows close to the coast, and it's a much more of an erect shrub. But so let's start from more general. So how do you recognize that this is a lupin? Well, it has alternate palmately compound leaves. So all of the leaflets come out from a single point. And this is very characteristic of this genus, the lupin genus, that they're all kind of arranged in a circle like that, palmately, like a palm. And it has these erect, flowering, inflorescences that point straight upward. They can be yellow or they can be purple on this plant. They're long gone now, and all that's left behind are the beans, which have dehisced and released their seeds. So this is a common plant in coastal habitats in California. It's found all along the coast of California, and it's also found in other places, in other continents. I know I've seen it in Chile, where it's actually considered an invasive plant. Lupins are really interesting plants that are a good one, I think, for us, since we're learning about the natural history of woody plants to think about, because unlike a lot of the trees and shrubs that we learn about in this class, lupins are a group of plants that in California you can find as woody shrubs or as annuals that grow in one season and then they're done. So, the rains come, they germinate, they grow leaves, they flower, they go to seed, and then they die. And the two life histories of being a woody shrub versus being an annual are good to think about. What are the challenges that woody plants face, and what are the advantages that they have? So if you're a shrub like this, you have to withstand the good times and the bad times. You have to live through the winter, or you have to live through dry times. So you have to be frost tolerant if you're living in a cold climate, and a lot of the lupins are frost tolerant and grow at high altitudes. And you have to, have adaptations to deal with drought, like a solid root system or other things. If you're an annual plant, you just get to take advantage of the short period of good weather, and then you're done. So this is Lupinus arboreus in the Fabaceae, and it has palmately compound leaves that are alternate. It has these characteristic bean-like fruits, and we'll see it more along the trail.
And how do you separate it from albifrons?
Oh yeah. So come a little bit closer and look at the leaves. So the first lupin that we saw, Lupinus albifrons, is often called the silver lupin because it has leaves that are covered in this dense silvery tomentum. That means if you look close at them, they'll be covered in these silver hairs. And Lupinus arboreus also has those silver hairs, especially on the bottom of the leaf. But on the top, it's very green. It may have a few sparse leaves here and there, but it's not as silver as Lupinus albifrons. And they do overlap in this habitat. I've seen Lupinus albifrons in kind of like coastal habitats, but Lupinus arboreus tends to be the much more common one. If it's in flower, it often has yellow flowers. When it has yellow flowers, that's good for separating them. But
That's arboreus.
yeah, that's arboreus. But arboreus can sometimes have pink lilac flowers, and then it just looks like albifrons.